So, AI, it's everywhere. You can't escape it. It's in your phone, it's in your social media feed, and it's probably trying to recommend you a new pair of socks right now. The hype is real. It feels like we're in the middle of a new kind of gold rush, but instead of pickaxes and shovels, we have keyboards and prompts. Everyone is scrambling to figure out what this AI thing is all about. Is it going to take our jobs? Is it going to make our jobs easier? Is it just a fancy new version of autocorrect that sometimes writes poetry? The questions are endless, and honestly, the answers can be pretty confusing. The thing is, AI isn't some far-off futuristic concept anymore. It's here, and it's already changing how we work, create, and even think. Companies are integrating AI into their products left and right. You see it in Google Docs with its smart suggestions, in Photoshop with its generative fill, and in countless apps that promise to make you more productive or creative. It's becoming a fundamental tool, kind of like learning how to use a computer was a few decades ago. If you don't know the basics, you risk getting left behind in a world that's moving incredibly fast. That's where the anxiety kicks in for a lot of people. It feels like you need a computer science degree just to keep up with the conversation. You hear terms like large language models, prompt engineering, and neural networks, and it all sounds incredibly complicated. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be? What if you could get a solid handle on the essentials without getting lost in all the technical jargon? That's the promise of a lot of these new online courses popping up, including a big one from a company that knows a thing or two about data, Google. They've got a course called AI Essentials. So the big question is, can a simple online course really demystify all of this? Can it actually give you the practical skills you need to start using AI effectively? And most importantly, is it worth your time and money? That's what I wanted to find out. I decided to dive in headfirst, go through the entire Google AI Essentials course, and report back from the other side. Think of me as your crash test dummy for AI education. I took the course, I did the quizzes, and I got the certificate. Now I'm here to give you the real talk on whether it's the right move for you. My goal here is pretty simple. I'm going to break down everything I learned from Google's AI Essentials course. I'll give you the highlights, the key takeaways, and the stuff that actually matters in the real world. We're going to talk about what AI tools are out there and how to categorize them so they make sense. We'll dive into the art and science of talking to an AI, what the pros call prompt engineering, so you can stop getting generic, useless answers and start getting the results you actually want. But this isn't just going to be a glowing review. I'll give you my honest thoughts, the good and the bad. We'll look at the pros, like who this course is perfect for. We'll also cover the cons, like who might find it a bit too basic. I'll even give you a little hack on how you might be able to get the course for free, because who doesn't like saving money? I'm here to help you decide if it aligns with your goals, whether you're just curious about AI or looking to add a new skill to your resume. We'll explore some of the most powerful prompting techniques, like chain of thought, which can help you break down complex problems for an AI to solve more accurately. We will also have a serious conversation about the limitations of AI. These tools are not perfect. They can be biased, they can be out of date, and sometimes they just make stuff up. Knowing when not to trust an AI is just as important as knowing how to use one. That's a huge part of being a smart user. So by the end of this, you'll have a clear idea of what Google is teaching in its AI Essentials course. More than that, you'll have 5 must-know tips that you can apply immediately, whether you take the course or not. You'll understand the landscape of AI tools, how to craft better prompts, and how to stay critical of the information you get. Let's get into it and see if Google's AI course is the real deal, or just another drop in the overflowing bucket of online hype. Alright, let's start with the basics. The course breaks down the AI landscape into 3 main categories. I call them the 3 flavors of AI. Not all AI tools are the same. They're built for different purposes and fit into our lives differently. Standalone is like a fancy, specialized restaurant. Integrated is like a super smart microwave in your kitchen. Custom is like hiring a private chef for a unique menu. Categorizing tools shows how they fit into a workflow. You're not randomly trying apps. You can be strategic. Google compares AI models to car engines. You don't need to build an engine to drive. So let's dive into that first category, standalone AI tools. These are the headliners, the rock stars of the AI world. You go to their website or open their app, type a prompt, and get a response. They're incredibly powerful because they're built to be flexible. The Swiss Army knives of generative AI. Create a photorealistic image of an astronaut riding a horse on the moon. This is where most people get their first wow. It feels like magic. But that blank canvas can also be intimidating. The quality you get is almost entirely dependent on the quality of your input. It's not a mind reader. Vague prompt, vague, probably useless response. Now let's talk about integrated AI. This is the AI that you don't have to go searching for. It comes to you. It's built directly into the software you already use every single day. The beauty of integrated AI is its convenience. It meets you where you are. The AI is right there, a button click away, ready to assist with the task at hand. Finally, we have custom AI solutions. These are AI systems designed, trained, and built to solve a very specific problem for a specific industry or company. These are high-stakes applications, where precision, reliability, and security are paramount. You're not going to use ChatGPT for that. Okay, so you know the different types of AI tools. Now comes the most important part, how to actually talk to them. This is what fancy people call prompt engineering. Think the art of the ask. A great AI model with a bad prompt gives garbage. Even a decent model with a great prompt can do amazing things. Garbage in, garbage out, you control the input. Think of AI as a super smart, literal, slightly clueless intern. It has access to nearly all information, but zero common sense. You have to tell it everything. Assign the AI a role, define the task, provide constraints. The more specific you are, the better the output. This brings us to one of the most critical concepts in the course, and it's a phrase you should remember. Surfacing implied context. Implied context is everything you know in your head that you don't explicitly write down in the prompt. The course gives a fantastic example. Imagine you ask an AI, recommend some good vegetarian restaurants. But the AI's response could be for restaurants anywhere in the world. It doesn't know you're in Brooklyn. It doesn't know you need a place that's open for lunch on a Tuesday. It doesn't know your budget is around $20 per person. And it definitely doesn't know you hate mushrooms. It's the difference between asking an artist to paint a picture of a dog and asking them to paint a photorealistic portrait of a golden retriever puppy, sitting in a field of daisies during a golden hour sunset with a happy and playful expression. You can immediately visualize how much better and more specific the second result will be. Once you've got the hang of providing context, the next level up is to start giving the AI examples. The course breaks this down into 3 techniques: zero-shot, one-shot, and few-shot prompting. Zero-shot prompting is what most people do by default. You just ask the AI to do something without giving it any examples. This works fine for simple, common tasks. In one-shot prompting, you provide a single example of what you want. By providing one good example, you've given the AI a clear template to follow. Few-shot prompting takes this a step further by providing multiple examples. This is the most powerful technique for complex or nuanced tasks. The more examples you give, the better the AI gets at mimicking the style and logic. Alright, let's talk about one of the coolest and most powerful prompting techniques the course covers: chain of thought prompting. At its core, you instruct the AI to think step by step just like a human before its final answer. Instead of jumping straight to a conclusion, you make it show its work. Add a phrase like, "Let's think step by step." It forces the model to slow down and build a logical sequence, a chain of thought to the final answer. You can use it for any task that has multiple components or requires planning. By structuring your prompt this way, you are essentially creating a project plan for the AI to follow. But now a reality check. This might be the most important part. These AI tools aren't perfect or all-knowing. They have serious limitations you need to know. The course boils it down to 3 problems: bias, data cutoffs, hallucinations. AI learns from that data and can amplify those biases. It's reflecting patterns, not intent. That's when an AI invents facts and presents them confidently. It sounds authoritative, so it's easy to believe. So given all these limitations, what's the big takeaway? It's simple. You are still in charge. Your brain is the most important app. AI is a tool, a powerful co-pilot, an incredibly fast intern. But it's not a replacement for your own critical thinking, judgment, and expertise. You are the final editor. You are the fact checker. You must take responsibility for the final output. Rule of thumb: higher stakes equals more human oversight. For anything that could impact your job, your reputation, your finances, or your health, you have to be in the driver's seat. So, after going through all the modules, quizzes, and exercises, we get to the big question. Is the Google AI Essentials course actually worth your time? If you are a complete beginner to AI, if you feel a little overwhelmed by all the jargon, if you're a visual learner who appreciates clear analogies and slick production value, then yes, this course is absolutely for you. However, and this is a big however, if you are not a beginner, this course is probably not for you. Advanced users will probably feel like they're sitting through a review of things they already learned through experience. There's also a great little tip. The AI Essentials course is part of the larger Google Project Management Professional Certificate. You can enroll in that program and get access to this AI course for free as part of the package. Now, let's talk about the certificate itself. Is this little piece of digital paper going to land you a six-figure job as an AI engineer? No, of course not. But that doesn't mean it's worthless. It shows you're proactive, curious, and have a foundational literacy in AI. If a hiring manager is looking at two equal candidates, it could be a deciding factor. So my final honest recommendation is this. If you are an AI beginner, this course is one of the best starting points out there. It's clear, practical, and comes from a trusted source. For its target audience, it absolutely delivers on its promise. So there you have it. The main takeaway: not as scary or complicated as it seems. It's a skill, and it can be learned. The biggest barrier is just starting. Decide to take this course, watch more videos, or jump into a tool like Gemini or ChatGPT. The main thing: begin. Learning AI in 2024 is essential. It's a fundamental shift in how we work and create. You don't need to be a programmer to be an expert user. Take these tips. Be curious. Stay skeptical. Start building. Your AI journey begins now. It's going to be a pretty interesting ride. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.